the gates have been released.
And there we go. Here goes this race against Volwrath versus FLALORM. Let's get this exciting. So, first stage for everyone who watched MM9 speedruns before. Concrete Man has a lot of tight movements here and there. The first screen is always scary at first because you can die really quick on these bits. Just gotta kill the enemies from the two first bits of the jungle. Clear that.
And while we're going to be weakness hunting the first couple boss masters or the robot masters, the main goal is to really get Rush Jet in the last 3 stages.
Yeah, exactly. Rush Jet is going to be a really good use for the two main ones are mainly Plug and Tornado, who has a huge Rush Jet usage. Here, Volwrath,
and that saves that saves a lot of time versus Buster only, which we looked at the stats and the paces between the two with items versus no items is a 9 minutes difference.
Yeah, definitely. Buster only, I think you got to be really courageous to face that with MM9. Here comes the Whoop Replatforms, term coined by Manix86. So we got both Volwrath and FLALORM in the Concrete Man fight. Always going to try to avoid the concrete shots, stay close to Concrete Man to try to get him to shoot only 1 block instead of 3. And both runners are handling pretty good. FLALORM here with a slight lead. And both of those guys get things done really quick.
Yeah, within just a couple seconds of each other.
Yeah, it's still pretty tight for the first stage. But again, everything can change really quick in the next ones.
Oh, absolutely. We're just getting started. This is actually our 3rd race of today. Earlier, we had Time Link versus Stunt Rooster, and then our last race was BTFM versus Slash Arbiter. Now we've got, of course, as you can see, Volwrath versus FLALORM, and then later today, or this evening, if you're East Coast, is Sozeman versus Krebelstar at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Woo! That's gonna be a fun one.
It's a mega Sunday.
Hell yeah! Oh, FLALORM taking the death on the first beam skip here. Really tricky spot here, where you want to try to skip the beams while shooting concrete at the beams, but you got to do it at a really timed way, so you have a really small time frame to do it, and unfortunately you missed the trick. Volwrath here opting for skipping the trick and continuing for a safe route. Volwrath taking quick care of the dragon also, who can be tricky. You gotta be a fast masher to get it done real quick. So FLALORM here going.
Yeah, I've seen many resets to Magma Man.
Oh, definitely. This is one of the stage like I think most runners have taken most time practicing in.
See how we do with the dragon? No, not quite on the first round. Oh, wait. But gets it on the second end.
Okay. Still got it on the first swoop. Here also you can freeze some enemies if you've seen FLALORM's screen. You can do some small zips with the concrete blocks just to get your movement a little bit faster.
That concrete block is really the Swiss Army knife of this game. Freezes magma, makes platforms, kills enemies. You can do little zips with it. I mean, what doesn't it do?
Exactly. Even if you can't reach a certain platform, you can just always shoot a block and jump on it. And there goes Volwrath.
He got killed right in the middle of the screen, which is what he wanted to see.
Exactly. The thing I don't think a lot of commentators mentioned is like when you finish a boss and you finish mostly centered of the screen, you're gonna exit the screen a little bit faster, so you escape the walking movement going into the middle of the screen. And we're gonna switch audio to Volwrath since he's in the lead right now.
Good call.
Alright, so we have both runners going through Magma, already done. Now it's Galaxy.
So we've seen a possible divergence in routes here. Some players go to Galaxy first, some players go to not Magma, but Hornet Man after the first two stages.
Yes, the reason the people would go to Hornet first is to have the safety for a trick later in Galaxy where you jump over some enemies on a pitch while kind of a plant enemy hits you, like just like Volwrath screen. Takes you right through a spike wall, so a good way of getting out of there is using Hornet. So that's why
I was reading there's only a couple things that can release you from the grasp of that little bunny catcher.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the kind of trick like that last picture, when you get caught, you're basically done if you don't have Hornet. So when you set up, it's always safer to go for Hornet. Everyone chooses guys.
And those little petite devils, I think those look like one of the cutest enemies because you hit them and they turn into 4 little miniatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the name of them. They're petite devils.
Oh, petite devil. Okay.
Little petite green and petite yellow devils.
I see.
They go from petite to mini. So the petite's the bigger one, and then they turn into 4 minis.
So here, Volwrath, you saw at the end of the Galaxy Event stage, just shot a single concrete block and took it back and was to get through the gate a little bit faster. It was actually 2 minutes at the ending of that stage. And Volwrath getting a quick kill. Not getting the 2 swoops quick kill, but still got a really good one.
Pretty darn speedy. And FLALORM just on his heels.
Wow, both runners got the 2 swoops. Nice.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Alright, now going to Hornet Man. Both runners are pretty close to each other right now. It's looking good. Here at the beginning of Hornet, you want to do a single shot, really precise, to go under that little rock and not take damage. Take it back to the boost right there. Alright, just took it.
As we've mentioned, like all the music in this game is amazing.
Indeed. I have to 100% agree on this. Alright. Here also the cannon part here, as you can see in the Volwrath screen, can be a little bit tricky if you don't land in the right spot for the cannon to break the floor under you. Got good flower RNG on Volwrath's side. FLALORM got a slightly worse RNG, but still pretty good. Those platforms also can be very tricky. It doesn't look like it, but if you get hit by a scissor here while you try to deploy the platforms, if you slightly off-time your stuff, you can die really quick in the spikes. Both guys getting really nicely here. And also the concrete used in this stage is very important because usually when you finish the stage you either have 1 or none of concrete shots remaining if you want to do it optimally. fight. Interesting use of the magma bazooka here, because when you fire magma bazooka, it fires 3 bullets at the same time, and you can actually inflict more damage to bosses and enemies with this while hitting the 3 shots at the same time instead of just 1.
Oh, good. Yeah, good to know. And it's also chargeable.
Indeed. So you can make a really quick work of a Hornet. Oh, sorry.
Some syncs in chat. Pretty darn close going into duel.
It is pretty close right now. The sync is real, guys. And here we go for Hornet, Jewelman stage, sorry. So here on the first screen, runners are usually either gonna go Buster only or switch to Concrete here. I see both runners go for Buster. You see they're pretty much on the equal pace here. FLALORM just got a slight lead right now. And a little bit better Buster shots in there on the first screen, which is really hard, really precise.
Making good use of the Hornets, attacking those mecha spiders. I can find out what those are called, actually.
Yeah, those spiders can be annoying because the shots have to be really... the shot has to be triggered at the right time to get an optimal movement there. You see both guys getting rid of the cheese ball here. Commonly called the cheese ball. You can either kill it with concrete shots or a fully charge magma bazooka.
Those are die spiders. D-E-I-S-P-I-D-E-R.
Die spiders.
Die spiders. D-A. I was saying during the last race how I think the black hole bomb is, if it were in real life, the most terrifying weapon Dr. Wily's ever created.
Indeed. And here FLALORM coming into the Jewelman fight. Really one of the easiest fight of the game. All you really have to do is put a black hole bomb in the air and jump, and he's gonna... And the Jewelman's gonna just jump straight into the black hole bomb. With almost 7 hits, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we're gonna switch the audio again to FLALORM since he's got the slight lead here.
Let us know, again, how the volume is. I'll be happy to adjust it.
FLALORM here having a little bit of difficulty on the first boss. I don't know what's happening here.
I think he's taking an intentional death.
Yeah, I wonder why exactly, but...
I don't know either, but...
It's a specific tricky one. Oh, man. Oh, never mind. Now I know what's happening. He chose the wrong stage.
Oh.
He just did Hornet. Like, we were both like, what?
I was like, wait a second.
Now I get it. Oh, that's unfortunate, really.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we're gonna switch the audio back to Volwrath since he got back the lead for this area. Oh, no, he selected continue.
Oh, no, not again. This is awful.
Oh, man, I totally feel that. This is awful to happen in
I hope this isn't any race jitters getting to him.
Yeah, racing in the tournament for you guys who never did anything of that is can be a little bit nerve-inducing. But yeah, it's the risks.
Yeah, Captain Falcon says there's no exit stage on the Wii, and that's what FLALORM is playing on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, it is.
We can start to see, yeah, how the Rush Jet is coming into its full utility in Splash Woman stage.
Huge Rush Jet strats here. Those screens here that you see on Volwrath's end are really tough to nail, and easy to miss. If you miss those, you can just fall into the spikes right under. Right? I think it's just getting really good.
All right, hit stage select this time, and now we're going to Plug Man.
Classic controller pro D-pads. Damn. Alright, Volwrath going into the Splash Woman fight right now. This fight is like easy, but it's hard to optimize because the bees, when they decide to go where they want, they go where they want, basically.
I do what I want.
You have independent bees here, or hornets, should I say? Actually, those are actually hornets. What do we all call them? Bees, you know, right? It doesn't have the same ring.
Bees are bros. Hornets are not bros.
I would have to agree on this.
Flying little.
Alright, so both runners are in Plugman stage right now. FLALORM, I think you go to Plug before Splash. You can do both orders. It doesn't really matter because the required weapons from each stage is already flat. And also here in this stage, there's a thing called Perfect Plug where you can do the stage and go get the sorry, I'm trying to find my words here to get the Yuku blocks to appear right at the exact same time without waiting for them to appear. It's really tough.
Yeah, so because it's on a global timer.
Exactly. Like everything in this game runs on a global timer, so it means if you start a stage and go always the same the same speed in the stage, you can reach at the same exact time. It's always the blocks are always gonna appear at the same time. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and so if you take a couple hits or something, if you get delayed going into a screen, you could be SOL and just have to wait.
Yeah, and waiting for those blocks is always annoying. Plugman, here another fight that can be very annoying because you have only the exact amount of weapon energy of a jewel shield to beat him. If you miss one shot, you have to resort to another weapon or buster.
Volwrath makes it look easy.
Easy. Here FLALORM still going through Splash Woman stage. Bubble section is always a scary one. All those rush jet placements are very, very precise. And as you can see on the bubble screen here, you gotta land just on the corner of the bubble and get a jump and deploy a rush jet there to get the fast exit. It's really tough because you can hit the spikes there and possibly die. And here on FLALORM's screen, you can see exactly why a rush jet can be annoying. If you deploy it just a slightly higher, you're gonna try to jump on the jet and you're just not gonna reach it. Sometimes you're just confident for your jump and go for it, and there's the jet, and yeah, if there's spikes under that can be good. So here in the Tornado Man, there's a couple of spots that are really tight to get. Here's a tight rush jet jump through the upper floor here, and there's gonna be this trick to get over the sniper jewel, which is really annoying. Oh, here Volwrath uses a different rush coil strat to get the E-tank there. There's indeed an E-tank and in the clouds right there.
I'd say Tornado Man is my my favorite music in the 8 Robo section.
Nice. Tornado really has a good tune. I mean, they all have a good tune.
Oh no! And a jump onto the spikes.
Yeah, that battery section there is deadly. If you're missing Rush Jet at this spot, doing the battery section by jumping on them is really horrible. When you try to jump off those batteries, they can spin you around and get you upside down. And if you press jump while you're upside down, well, you just fall to your death usually, which is not good. Well, I'm here going for the battery strats, which I've done a little bit harder. I think we got it really right there. Yep, got it. Nice. It's a really scary strat to go for. Here, Volwrath going again for the batteries. You have to be really careful.
Uh-oh. Gotta take a second ride or a third ride to get everything lined up again.
Yes. And I think he's out there. Nice. It's always a scary situation in a race to go there.
Let's give him FLALORM some time to catch up a little bit.
Indeed, I think he's getting really not far beyond Volwrath right now. And as you see here, FLALORM has enough Rush Jet to go through those battery sections without having to jump on them, which is really easier and much safer. Here, Volwrath got a really good tornado pattern. You got a, what do we call it? Tornado bro.
Yeah, Bronado.
Bronado. Have different terms for this.
Tornado bro or Bronado. Either or, they're acceptable.
And if you get the bad pattern, it's a Trollnado.
Trollnado, yes. I think it's Tornado Bro and Trollnado are the standard.
FLALORM also got a really good pattern here, really good fight.
And into Wily we go.
Bronade bro, Paulie said.
Bronade bro, yes. Hi, Polytropes.
Boom. So both runners going to Wally 1 now. This race is still a good fight, I think, for all the stuff that happens now. FLALORM having some bad stage-like moments, and Volwrath having a really awkward death in a tornado, which really was not a great spot. You see Volwrath getting the first screen really easily. He used the jewel shield there to avoid getting hit to fall into the hole, which is a really safe strat. Good one for a race. I'm going straight for the buster, which is a little bit more risky because you can get knocked back always into a pit, which is really dangerous. And the screen you see right now on Volwrath's side can be really annoying because you have really to deploy Rush Jet at the right time to be able to reach those platforms. Really good. I'm going to the second Fire Dragon. Volwrath opting for the concrete shots. Some people will go with the Rush Coil up there and try to get a quick kill with while switching to concrete shots. Just like FLALORM just did here. Volwrath opting for a safe strat of the beam here. He goes for a concrete freeze, which is safer than the jet, but a little bit slower. Here's FLALORM going to try to go for the jet, but he unfortunately missed the first try. Got the second one though. Goodness. It's a really scary strat.
In and out.
I think both runners are getting closer to each other right now.
They are getting pretty close.
Volwrath just going in.
Oh man, not quite jumping far enough to avoid the giant tank there.
I think his health is looking still pretty good though. FLALORM having a bit difficulty with the Rush Jet there. He goes just for that boost. You hear the spike pushers, there's like 3 ways you can beat them. You could go just straight up for Buster, try to beat him all with the Buster. Some people will switch to Plug ball after 7 hits to get a faster shots against those guys. Or the last moment, some people will also use a Tornado Blow to hit them at the same time, which I've seen Handsome Jack do a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that's his preferred strategy.
I personally always go for the blow. Just like FLALORM, there he goes. Here's another one using the tornado here, for example. Alright, I think this race is getting tighter and tighter. It's getting interesting here.
Both players have made some mistakes, and now they're catching up to each other.
Yeah. And here is the other great equalizer, Wily 2. Really scary stage to run. Easy to miss some strats here. There's some really tight jumps. There's some spikes everywhere. It's a really scary stage to go through.
Easy? What are you talking about?
Easy. Everything is easy on Mega Man 9, right?
Yeah, totally. Free game.
FLALORM having a little bit of difficulty getting the concrete shot there to climb. It's a really difficult section to do.
Not quite getting the flower on the first try. We'll see where it spawns again.
That flower can be really annoying once you start missing the first cycle, because you never know where it's going to appear.
Third, and now...
Oh.
Flower clock giving him trouble.
There we go. And now with this, FLALORM has taken the slight lead now. This section is that FLALORM is right now is really scary. The first tight jump you saw is has a 4-frame window. If you don't stop, it's a really tight jump to get, and really scary in every situation.
Yeah, everything's just low overhang, very narrow.
Yes. So both runners getting it is pretty good. I'm gonna switch the audio now to FLALORM since it took the slight lead here. Had a really good FLALORM had a really good rush jet strat here going to that climbing section. It's really hard to optimize. You have to like fall down from the ladder real quick to spawn rush jet on the top of the ladder. Try to get up there as fast as possible.
And the big jump over the Big Mama.
Big Mama jump, always important.
And into the shark. Time to tickle the tail.
Tickle the tail, that's right. Oh, here FLALORM missed his rush jet jump. Sorry, not rush jet, rush coil. You can coil up and switch to Trident on the first cycle to try to get some faster hits on the shark. Usually the preferred faster strat on the shark would be to stay with Trident. Some runners will do the Tornado Blow on the second screen sometimes to get the faster. Not the faster, but easier kill. If your health is pretty low, it's a good safe strat.
Yeah, they're rubbing the belly, and now on to the bow.
And FLALORM getting rid of the third phase really easily. Those lasers can be annoying to avoid from the third phase. You have to be really careful when you're low health there. Alright, so both runners are about, I don't know, maybe 7
seconds. We both counted at the same time.
Yeah.
And into the refights.
Not quite a refight.
No, not quite. This is the easy level. Excuse me.
Yes, easy level stage. This stage actually has a couple of annoying parts. Just having to wait for the climbing section here on FLALORM screen. The only thing you have to do is wait until you reach the top of the screen. There's nothing much you can do there except make Mega Man dance.
Yep. Run valid.
Run is valid. You have to make Mega Man dance there. It's like It's like an unwritten rule.
Yes.
Here on FLALORM screen, this jump that he just did doesn't seem like much, but if you overshoot your jump there, you can knock yourself on the spikes. It's a really scary jump. And Volwrath here taking the back B boost, safe strat there. Really nice. Also on FLALORM screen there, the Sniper Joe section can be also very annoying to go fast through. He did it really nice. Really nicely. Volwrath taking his time on the Sniper Joe's really tricky section there. Oh, got to get back to up just before the next screen.
Because why not?
Yeah. FLALORM gets M tank. Really useful item for the later stage against, well, there's different strats again with the M tank. Some people will take it right away after getting it through that's gonna let the runners refill a little bit less longer because he has less weapon energy used. It's just gonna move a little bit faster. But oh, FLALORM taking an unfortunate death there.
Oh, that's gonna set him back quite a bit.
Yeah, he has to do the climbing section again, unfortunately. And yes, those Sniper Joes at this section can be really scary, especially when you do with the Trident. Like when you do it, there's a way to do it with the Tornado Blow on this part, but you cannot use it like before, after you have taken your MPEG though. Excuse me. It's a really tricky one.
Let's see, second attempt, you can see that just like that reactionary pause in that Wii menu there, because he knew he messed up.
Yeah, I know about those pauses.
It's like you think it's gonna make it better, but it's not.
Yeah, I think it's more like a reset reflex.
Yes, the reset reflex. I like that, the reset reflex.
Oh, Volwrath unfortunately missing the one cycle on the easy level. Gonna have to go for 2 cycles. Here's FLALORM's chance to get a bit of redemption here. And Volwrath got the easy level down.
Let's see how FLALORM does. And
Easy.
all right, easy in
Nice.
chat, please.
All right, final stage now. The refight stage can be it can be a bit tricky here. You gotta manage your concrete shots really well on this one because it's gonna be really important for the second last phase of Wally. Here, you see, just because Volwrath refilled his M tank, that make the FLALORM take the slight lead here. Just in the meanwhile, he was refilling all these tanks. So we're gonna switch the audio back to FLALORM. This is getting real tight. I like that.
Back and forth, back and forth.
All right, going into Galaxy Man. Got the 2 swoops again. Nice. Let's see how Volwrath gives on this one. Oh, no swoops. This is the worst pattern you want to get. Nice. Volwrath here is going to not try to freeze his black hole bomb at the top because you want to conserve as much concrete shots as he can for the Wily fight. FLALORM getting the Tornado Bro again. Nice.
Very nice.
They're getting really good RNG on this run. Now we just have to see if Wally gives as much good RNG as this.
I doubt it, but
we never know. Yeah,
Wally's true. You never know, but
he's rarely nice. let's say. Let's put it that way. Volwrath getting a slightly different pattern, but still not bad. FLALORM here is really determined to finish those refights. He's getting there real quick.
Oh, unfortunately doesn't get it on that pass.
And here we go.
Jewelman give him a little bit of trouble.
You saw him switch to Hornet there. He's not really, it's a better weapon against Jewel at the end, but that made him do it 1 menu less. He didn't have to change for the next refight, basically. Concrete here, want to be careful not to use too much Trident even if his Trident is looking pretty low right now.
It is looking a little bit low. But he's the first one into the Wily machine, though Volwrath with Splash Woman will be right on his heels.
So now is when Wily RNG can change the game. Here FLALORM having to switch to Buster to finish the little egg section, which can be really annoying while you don't have Trident. Trident makes 2 hits really easy at one time on the eggs, which destroys them really quicker. Alright, Volwrath's going to the first phase of Wily also. FLALORM on his second phase right now, doing really good with the concrete shots. Volwrath unfortunately missing his first egg spawns. I think he's got it down now though. Really good. Really good first section. FLALORM got a good first spawn. 4 hits on the high spawn. That's good. That's really great. Another good spawn there.
That's how dangerous those. You want the low spawn, but also when it's right on top of you, you don't have time to dodge any of those attacks.
And FLALORM has to be really careful without a knee tank here. He's doing really good avoiding those shots, though. I gotta hand that to him. He's doing a really good job avoiding those shots. And
oh no!
He got hit just like 1 HP before while he was gone.
That's so unfortunate.
And getting into the Wily fight without all your weapons needed is really, really scary. Let's see how FLALORM can... I think he just had a realization moment there. Volwrath on his last phase, only 2 hits left for his fight. He still has to be careful. He's pretty low on his health also.
All right, and GG's in chat for Volwrath. FLALORM sees that Volwrath pulled ahead and forfeits.
GG Volwrath. I think FLALORM just yeah, he forfeited the first race. Yeah, it's really tough to go through Wily fight without all the weapons required.
So we'll take a quick second to get everything set up. Now is a great time to just grab a glass of water and stretch your legs for just a little bit.
Again, that's why we said in the Mega Man 9 race, everything can happen. It really can be a turnaround from any stages, really. There's all kind of hazards everywhere. There's pit depth. There's really tough enemies to beat. You really have to be careful in your ammo management. So yeah, a lot of things to watch for in Mega Man 9. So remember, guys, this is a 2 out of 3 best match. Volwrath has won the first round. There's still some chance for FLALORM to come back and take the victory on this. Yeah, we're having some really exciting races up till now. I've seen some really synced moment where you're always on the edge of your seat. That's always great. I love that.
Oh, for sure. I've been leaning into my laptop like, oh God, what's going on? So
Indeed.
But Volwrath pulling off the first penguin here. We'll see what happens this next race. One of our racers taking a quick bio break. So, while we're waiting, just a quick thank you to everyone at SpeedGaming for helping make these broadcasts possible. Charlie Boy and HJA for working in the background to make this race what it is. Shout outs to Daggett for our Roll Chan helping us set up the rooms. I appreciate you joining me here with our race, and Krebel Star, thanks for joining me with the commentary.
Having great fun.
It's a good time for sure. And it looks like we are about ready for race number 2. Let me just pull.
Going to crash the stream.
All right. The gates have been released. Let the race commence. Let's get some hype in chat for our racers, please.
Hype!
Hype. And we're off. Let's go.
Race number 2, guys.